Warren!
Warren! Woo!
Thank you.
Oh, it works.
Yeah, thank you. A couple of things. First of all, before I swing into action, there's going to be a little picture show going on to try to hopefully focus on my voice as well as the pictures. There's also, I've heard, you buggers, that there's a book open at the moment on how many times I'm going to blub during this speech. So if I do, and if it does happen, please start booing. It's the only way to stop me. don't like rejection. Okay, so I'd like to invite the bride and groom to the front of the room, please.
Oh!
Unusual move.
You ain't got this one, man. He's going to hear it.
Dancing shoes on later, love. Got shoes in the room. Yeah, definitely.
Welcome and take a seat. Don't be scared.
Gav, you're being very wise.
It's right, I'll move. It's fine. Whatever.
Yes, he's got hair. Go on, get it out of the way.
Oh!
Okay, so good evening, everyone. For those that do not know me, I'm delighted to say that I am the father of the beautiful Danielle.
Yay!
Known from an early age as Dee. And my name is, of course, Warren. I'd like to make my part of the evening as interactive as possible. So instead of just sitting back and listening to my dulcet tones all evening, I'd like you to join in with me. So we're going to have a little practice. So when I say D, I would like you to do me the honour of standing up as quickly as you can. If you can't, please don't worry, remain seated. There's a lot of bad backs going on and nug his ankles and all the rest of that. But I'd like you to raise your glass towards her and towards T and shout the beautiful bride. If I mention Ben, I'd like you to stand up, bow your head towards him and shout a real top geezer. So we're going to give this a go. D!
The beautiful bride!
Ben!
A real top geezer!
That's not bad at all. Well done. Well done. Okay, firstly, can I throw a few thank yous out there? Thanks for making the journey yesterday and today, in some cases, to this celebration of Ben.
Top geezer!
And Dee's marriage.
The beautiful bride!
You're getting there now. Many of you would have taken time off of work, thrown a sickie perhaps, or in some cases have simply got bugger all else to do. You've travelled from all over the south of England. Again, let's be interactive here. So if I shout where you're from, loud as you can. New Eltham, South London. Yeah. Bicester, Oxford.
Oh, come on! Pathetic.
Rerun that one.
Chippenham. Bishop's Nimpton.
Hey!
Brilliant, that's not forgetting.
Harry and George, you
Caution
should...
near Bath. Always rely on mine. Burton near Swindon.
Go on!
Horsham in Surrey.
Ooh! Ross.
Newton. And many all the way from the country of Cornwall.
Hooray!
None of that old yogi. Now, before I start on my Cornish friends, I would like you all to get to your feet. Yep. Get your glasses in your hands. And raise your glass to absent family members, who, I'm sure, will be looking down on this and enjoying today's proceedings. Cheers.
Cheers.
You can be seated now. Now, I know some of our guests consider Cornwall to be a separate, free from England state in its own right.
Go on. Hey.
If I'm in a good mood, honestly, I respect that. But come on, guys. We've lived there now for 20 years and seen no evidence of an Irish saint floating on a bit of rock into Berrenpool, going up the dunes and losing a church. Really.
You need to use your imagination.
Ben.
Real top geezer.
We've joked so many times about this, haven't we? But I still don't get Euchre. Pass to the left, Benny, more left. Cornish dancing, don't get it. The Cornish Rebellion of 1497, just pay your bloody taxes. St David's Cross, or even Betty Stoggs. Mind you, anything from the Skinner's Brewery is a bit dubious, isn't it? I mean, it's a bit dodgy. That said, I love Cornwall and I do consider it home. We do. But I'll not be ticking a white Cornish box in the next census. I really won't. Because I'm not considered a local yet, even after 20 years. I also respect that Margaret, where are you, Margaret? Can you stand up for us? No, in case they don't know.
Top geezer!
Not Ben.
All right. Real top geezer.
Margaret risked giving birth to you in the car when she drove all the way from Biggin Hill in Kent to Trelisk to make sure that you, Ben,
Real top geezer!
Real top geezer.
was born in Cornwall. Poor little bugger, look at him. One little fact that you may wish to know about the bride and groom is that for only a very short period in their lives, they were living more than 10 miles apart. Biggin Hill and Bromley, Herronporth and Lugan. So regardless of the part of the country they were in, they were close. It was meant to be. Incredibly, after 9 years, Dee and Ben
Top geezer!
Oh yeah.
of them being together, we have arrived at this day. My eldest daughter, my first child. Here we go. Getting married, tying the knots. You have both shown great maturity in deciding that either you go on holiday or you get married, one or the other. Seriously though, to plan and execute such a great wedding is a credit to you and everyone that's been involved in a period of just 9 or 10 weeks. The work that's gone on in every detail is incredible. Well done indeed. With a special mention to Andrea, she'll love this, who has been completely dedicated to the task. Well done,
Hey.
So, ladies and gentlemen, my beautiful daughter Dee.
Beautiful bride.
Well done. Have you ever seen someone as amazing as her on her wedding day? I can assure you, you haven't. She has matured so much over the past 4 or 5 years. Well, she's had to really, having a child of her own called Ben.
Real top geezer.
She hoovers around him whilst he's on his Xbox. She retraces his footsteps to try and find that tenner that he's dropped again somewhere. She even puts toilet rolls in a fridge where he's tried to compete with in the curry department. Of course, my darling daughter has no faults. Not today, anyway.
Hey.
Through the years of green tracksuits, she loved green. Girls football, cross-country running. She was so special to us, really sporty, and was always trying to impress. As she grew, she was caring, and forever looking out for her two brothers and baby sister. A true Chelsea supporter, or brainwashed at birth, one of the two. I remember when I took her to the 2000 Cup final against Aston Villa. There she was in her Chelsea shirt and her green trousers. So excited to go to Wembley. Ange had packed us off with her traditional 10 rounds of cheese and red onion sandwiches with a foot of mayonnaise. This had clearly taken its toll on over the 6-hour train journey from Truro, as when we were amongst 90,000 fans outside of the ground, she began to acquire serious cheese sweats. Like any responsible dad, I had limited myself to just 8 pre-match pints. I bent down as she was looking a bit peaky, with an overwhelming dairy imbalance, and I spoke to her at eye level. Dee, Dee, you alright, Dee? Do you want an ambulance, Dee? The combination of Guinness breath and buttery cheese just about sent her over the edge, as she proceeded to move into unconsciousness. She was so rough. All was well, because the Blues won yet another trophy. My daughter has grown up into such a caring and giving person, and the work she now does in the disability setting is amazing and sums up an incredible person. I will always cherish our time, especially at games of football in the garden. Love you lots, Steve.
Yay. Oh, we missed it, didn't we?
Okay, so let's turn to Benno.
Real Top Geezer!
Bitchings. Friar Tuck. Tuxley. All these nicknames, but I like to call him mate. When Dee first introduced him to us, sorry, I lost my place there. Congratulating Dorian. When she first introduced him to us, I'll never forget it. Chelsea and Gav, they were on lookout duty and gave the signal that he was on his way. The first boyfriend was on his way to meet us. So, making myself really big, spreading out and trying to look really cool on my garden swing seat, I prepared myself, and then he came. His cap was on backwards, he was chewing gum, chipping his front tooth, into my garden with my daughter. As he passed, he shook my hand and went into my front room. I looked at Ange and I thought, Jipper. He's a bloody jipper. I know he lived in a Logan seat.
Hey!
By the time he had completed his Meet the Dad questionnaire that I prepared for him, my impressions were starting to change. He was polite.
Ooh,
He
ready?
was polite, pleasant, well-mannered, courteous, and nowadays he can almost have his drink as well.
Yeah, not off goblin.
He was also really, really smart, because he chose my daughter.
Haha.
He seems to have been around forever. When we look back upon our lives, he's there. When we look back at holidays, he's there. Any bloody picture is in it. It's like, where's Wally? I don't even remember that character from the children's comic. Had a red and white bobble hat on, and he was everywhere. That's Ben.
Real top geezer!
You've been a part of our lives for the past 9+ years. And you are like a brother to our children. You are a real top geezer, and you know how we feel about you. Margaret, Terry, Tim and Jan, you should be very proud indeed. Welcome officially to our family, and please continue to make my daughter happy. That's all we ask. Finally, before I pass the responsibilities on to the groom, the best man who's really looking forward to this, and indeed a late addition from my eldest son, a quick tip from me to ensure a long and happy marriage to my daughter. Fight adversity. Stick together, support each other, and stay away from the cheese and red onion sandwiches. Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom.
The bride and groom.
Yeah, you can sit there.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
It's going to be quite hard to follow that, but cheers, Dad. So first of all, I'd just like to issue an apology. I know it's not usually the usher's job to give a speech, but she asked me to give a reading in the wedding. She asked me to give a reading in the wedding, and it wasn't accepted, so I thought I'd do the speech now. So first of all, I'd just like to say thank you all for coming today to listen to my big speech. We'd just like to take a moment, first of all, just to appreciate how good me and Ben look. You know, I think we really pull off these one-size-fits-all suits. Dee looks alright as well, I suppose. I've come a long way for this, so I'm glad the food is good. And you better not get annoyed at me when I get drunk and throw up over myself later on. I imagine H will take the opportunity and do that on Gav as well. Any moment now. But then again, it is a rental suit, so I thought we were obliged to. It's what they're there for, isn't it? After all that, I think I'd like to take a moment to say something serious. Probably should start with how long I've known Dee. Well, that's my whole life, because she is my sister. And how long I've known Ben. Well, that's also my whole life, because they've been together 20 odd years. But obviously they work, because they're still together, and I imagine they'll stay together for the rest of their lives. Both I consider my siblings, and I've grown quite fond of them over the years. I even text them back sometimes.
Hey, Margaret.
Good luck to Dee and Ben, you're alright geezers.
Alright, geezers! Yay!
I'm not sure who's next. Who's next? Oh, here he comes. Here we go.
He's a real top geezer!
Stand by.
All steady.
Some speech on.
Thank you, Warren. What was this on, was it?
On?
Yeah.
That's what you said earlier, wasn't it?
Sorry about that. I can't say that during wedding.
No, serious note. First of all, Warren, thank you, mate. Cracking speech.
Matthew.
Cracking speech. Crutch. Fortunately, they must get better as we go along. Saving the best till last.
Are we good? Yeah, we good.
Bones, you alright, mate? Beautiful.
Bose is doing right. Bose is right.
Right, first of all, on behalf of my wife and I, who was nowhere near me, I was actually planning for her to be next to me, but she's not. Okay.
Go on, Dee. Come on, Dee. Come on, Dee.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right, take that like that. You're right.
Oh, oh.
First of all,
You learned it already, Dan.
you're always right. I love you and I'm sorry. Anyway, first of all,
Good plan, well made.
on behalf of my wife and I,
Whee!
I'd like to thank you all for coming to our wedding. We know you gave you all such very short notice. Okay, I think 9-10 weeks. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. It's all good. Yes, we gave you all such short notice, but you've all been absolutely brilliant. So I'd also like to thank you all for being here today. Everyone for making the effort. You've all been extremely supportive to us. You've been sort of there all the way, and I'm really pleased. We're very proud of our family and friends. Okay, so it means a lot for you all to be here today. So I'd like to obviously raise a toast. First of all, to all you here today. Thank you very much for coming. You made the day.
Today.
I just want to just quickly mention, not to obviously lower the tone, but more and obviously sort of very quickly touch on it, but I just wanted to mention there's those that can't be here with us today. Obviously there's obvious that can't be here, but I'd like to mention three in particular. That was Grandad's George and Bert, obviously Dee's granddad, and my granddad Mike, whose birthday it would have been today. Okay, so happy birthday, Grandad. Okay, I think we can all agree that all three are sorely missing you, wish they could be here today. So I'd like to raise a toast.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
And all those that can't be here with us today. Right. First I want to clarify a few points. No, she's not pregnant. And no, Warren did not threaten me with a shotgun. Quite the opposite, actually. He showed me his credit card and said something about a Chelsea smile. I thought it was quite nice of him, but I said I didn't want the money, but it's fine. Okay, so obviously my job here, obviously today, is to thank literally everyone. So it will take a while, so bear with me. We've got presents for everyone. But I'd like to continue the theme of thank yous and start with the parents. First of all, I had a chat with Dee before, and she completely insisted that I thank my mother and father for creating such a fine specimen of a man that you see here standing there.
Hey!
Well done, father. Well done, mother. You did a cracking job. I'm very proud of you. She insisted. I tried to talk her out of it. Now, on a serious note, I'd like to start with Dad and Jan. Thank you so much for being here today. I've lost my place now. Because I know you had to jump through hoops to be here with work, but it means a lot if you both be here to with us today to celebrate with us, obviously our special day. Also, thank you for preparing your three lovely children who we're very proud of, Neve, George and Harry. They've been fantastic today for their special roles and they look fantastic. So thank you very much for all your help, your ongoing support.
Yay!
And my lovely assistant with housekeeping presents.
The lovely assistant.
Lovely assistant. Bang tidy.
Bang tidy. I'm sure that's got a place in the wedding speech, isn't it?
And Dee's one last thing. Take a fine look at the gentleman to your right hand side. Couple of years' time. This is what you got, babe.
Hey!
Take a bow. Take a bow. You said yes. It's too late. I've got the ring to prove it. I like it. All right, father.
I'm still looking in the bag.
Okay. So next, I'd like to go to Mum and Terry. Thank you for all you have done for us and for all your support for today and obviously your ongoing support you give us all the time. You've always been fantastic, you've always helped us. Thank you for your massive contribution for today. It's helped us tremendously and the end result obviously being what you can see here today. So thank you very much for all your help and all you do for us. You've been fantastic all the way, and also Mum, thank you for your transportation coordination, which I'm sure everyone's very pleased with this evening. Thank you for that. So Mum and Terry, thank you very much. Again, my lovely assistant is on her way. Thank you. Warren and Andrea, first of all, on a serious note, I'd like to personally thank you for accepting me into your family. You've always made me feel part of it, and it really means the world. Okay? So I see you as another set of parents, and thank you for accepting me. You've always been great to me, so thank you very much, first of all. Warren? Clap or no? Warren, thank you for allowing me your daughter's hand in marriage. She obviously looks beautiful today. And obviously for all your help, obviously in the build-up, the very long build-up to this wedding. Andrea, now as Warren obviously very quickly touched on, she's going to hate me for this because she doesn't like the attention, so if anyone can look at her quickly.
And you're on camera.
What was that? Bastard. Okay. No, on a serious note, thank you for all you've done, Andrew. You've been absolutely fantastic. You've put in so many hours towards helping us. You've supported Dee throughout the build-up. You've really been absolutely brilliant. And I'd just like to mention that obviously most of the decorations you see here today were made and designed by both Dee and her mum Ange. They put in so many hours for it, and obviously the rest of the family that helped. I'll get onto them very quickly. Also, the cakes in the corner, which I don't know if you've all had a chance to look at. They're all handmade and designed by Ange. She's really done so much, so thank you. Here are your presents. Sorry we turned your house into a working factory for the past 10 weeks. Or at least now you got it back, eh? Bridesmaids. Chelsea, Neve and Nat. I must say that you all look fantastic today. Let's get a cheers to that. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for all your support, all three of you, for all that you gave Dee. Obviously both today, and Nat and Chelsea, thank you for helping Dee with her hen do. Some interesting props that are still lying around my kitchen, so thank you for that. Bit weird, bit awkward, but it's all good. Well, here are your presents. The pistol, I'll leave it at that. The kids, there's kids. Here are your presents. But all seriously, all three of you, thank you very much. Cool. On to the ushers, Matt and Gav. One young lady and one young man. So a beautiful ponytail. Thank you for all your help today and helping making sure that the day went smoothly. And thank you for making sure that people knew they actually had to come into the building. So thank you for that. Very good. You both did a cracking job. Cracking job. Cracking job. And Matt, thanks for your speech. Thank you very much. Give me your presents, guys. Harry and George, would you like to stand up for us? Yeah. Don't say nervous, boys. You're alright, don't worry. No, Harry and George, thank you for everything today. I think everyone agrees you look extremely smart, very good, and one day you'll be as good looking as your big brother, but not quite yet. Got a couple of years to go. All in good time. You both did a fantastic job today. Obviously, Harry, with your reading, I think everyone agrees that you've shown maturity way beyond your years, and you were brilliant at that. And George, thank you for your ring keeping. Okay, you were very good at that, and obviously passing the ring, absolutely brilliant. So thank you both of you, and we have presents for you. Thank you.
Yay.
Okay. I'd now like to thank the co-writer of this speech, Monty. As many as you know, he is my cap, and he gave me a lot of constructive criticism towards this speech. Okay. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here today. As many of you know, he's suffering from stress. He's got a hard life, and it's just a little bit of a big occasion for him, I think. But be rest assured, he's at home, whittling down our door frames, I'm sure, till there's nothing left. Sucking every last fibre out of my sofa. Yeah. And I'm sure he's playing as many games as he can get in as Hide the Kitchen Sponge, which he also likes to play. Or rip it to pieces. Yeah, he's quite a strange cat, that one, but you've got to love him. So, thank you, Monty. Obviously, you can't be here today.
Monty! Hey!
Okay, I'd like to thank Lindsay here at Workhouse. Here she is in the corner. She's been absolutely fantastic today. She's helped us plan our special day just the way we want it. So thank you very much. You've done a cracking job. Thank you. Also on that note, I think you all agree that staff have been here, have actually been completely brilliant today, so helpful. So I'd like to raise a toast to all the staff and say thank you very much for all your help today. You've really made our day.
Oh, hello.
Also like to thank Steve, our
Hi,
photographer.
Tim.
They were in the corner, taking pictures, strangely enough. But
What is
I think
that?
you all agree
The GoPro
you've
camera.
been very professional today.
The GoPro 1080p camera.
So thank you for
Awesome.
your organisation. You've been brilliant today.
It'll be up on
Looking
YouTube.
lovely. Looking lovely. Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to thank I'd like to thank Dorian as well.
Recording time. Job done.
Yeah, you. That's your name. Don't think there's any other Dorians there.
Sorry, you guys for Christmas a couple of years ago. Brilliant.
No. Thank you for driving up, mate. I obviously been told at one time you've never driven past Plymouth before.
Because you must never go there.
Can't cross the river. No. I know, mate. But anyway, thank you very much for obviously bringing all the stuff up. It was a massive weight off our minds, so thank you very much. It was muchly appreciated.
Yay, well done, Taurus.
Also, I'd like to thank Dee's Nans, Joan and Iris, sorry, not Joan Iris, and Iris for all your help and all your help with the decorations and all your assistance you've given us up to the build up of the wedding. I'd like to thank H, no pressure at all, but I'd like to thank you in advance for your performance you gave this evening. We're really looking forward to it and we can't wait to hear it, okay? So we've got presents coming around, but thank you as well. Just wait for the present to be handed out. Come on, love, catch up.
Oh, there's a slap.
Hello.
I'm going to say, that's not happening again.
On to my beautiful wife, Dee. I must say, it's looking rather tiny today. I think we all agree. Very beautiful. If I had £1 for every time I heard the comment that I'm punching above my weight, I'd be a very rich man. But I'm sure she gets it all the time, so it's fine. Many of you may ask why I'm not wearing a kilt today. Let me tell you the reason for why. When we started, obviously, first speaking about, obviously, the fact we're going to get married, I said to her, I wouldn't mind getting married in a kilt, because that's what quantum people wear when they get married. It's tradition. To which she promptly replied, if you're getting married in a kilt, then I'm getting married in a tracksuit, because that's what people wear where I come from. So put a swift end to that. However, in hindsight, ladies and gentlemen, I think it would have been quite a fitting way to start married life, because Dee would have once again been wearing the trousers. Now, okay. Dee has been the best thing that's ever happened to me. On second thought, she's the only thing that's ever happened to me. That's besides the point. You know me, mother. Pause, sorry. Okay. No. But on a serious note, as many of you may know, Dee and I, we've been together since we were 16. And I'm afraid I have to bask in one's glory here and actually state it was Dee that asked me out, on her 16th birthday, 24th of May 2005, all those years ago. And we've been together ever since. Lads, if you want any love advice, come and see me afterwards, it's not a problem. On a serious note, Dee is an amazing person who has always put others first. Oh dear, who is it?
Oh, that's Terry.
Oh.
It's Terry. It's on video.
Hell's teeth. Stand up, Terry, take a bow.
Oh, Terry, you're on video. Oh dear. Bow of shame.
You ruined the soppy bit, Terry. No, on a serious point, Dee is an amazing person who has always put others first and always doing her best to help people. She makes me extremely proud on a day-to-day basis, and she's achieved so much all by herself. We get along so well, Oh, it's hell up.
I'm trying to turn it off.
Silent. Get rid of it. No.
I'm
Off.
trying to do it.
Anything.
Keep blocking it. You keep blocking it.
Don't.
Well, that's good. Not a good laugh, was it? Right. Got her around now. But yeah. We get along together so well. I know it's a cliche to say that I'm marrying my best friend, but I truly am. And if that doesn't work, I've always got those on the end there. We'll say those. No, but seriously, Dee, you make me very happy, and you're always making me laugh. She does lift me up whenever I'm down, and I feel like I'm writing a boy band song here, but bear with me, okay? But I cannot imagine my life without her, and I truly look forward to spending the rest of my life with you. Anyway, enough of the soppy bollock stuff. I'd like to raise a glass to my beautiful wife, Dee.
Hey to Dee.
Beautiful wife.
Right.
And last but not least, my best man, Bosie.
No pressure.
How you doing, Bose, all right? Hang on, mate. Sit down. I'll introduce you, yeah. Chill out, boy. Right. Last but not least, excuse me, ladies and gents, while I kiss a bit of ass here, but it's all for the greater good, I hope. Here's a man I've shared a bed with twice now. The last time being the night before my wedding, and you all thought I was joking about the best mate thing. No, but on a serious note, it was an easy choice for me when me and Dee set the date of who I wanted to be my best man. Though he's always been there for me since school, since we were 11 years old. He's truly someone I can rely on and he call whenever I'm in trouble. Thank you for all your help towards the wedding and organisation of the stag, but I refuse to thank you for what you made me wear. We have a present for you, which obviously Dee will now give it to you.
Mankini. In pink.
Thank you, is it lovely? Great. Everyone knows now. Right, ladies and gents, thank you very much. That obviously draws conclusion to my speech. Thank you for putting up for me. I have no idea what's about to happen when I pass over to Bose, but I can only apologise. I would say that pretty much all he's going to say is a lie, but as you all know me, you probably know it's all true. I truly can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm giving the floor to Mr. Christopher Bose. Thank you very much.
Yay! Come on, Bosie! Bosie!
Cheers, Ben. Cheers and gone. Cheers and
gone. What time is it, everybody? 6:15. Change it first.
So we got at least 3 hours, mate.
Right. Evening all.
Evening.
I'm really proud to be standing here as best man today. Looking around the room, it's amazing to see how far people will travel for a free lunch, me included. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Chris. And for those of you that do know me, know that I'm not the best public speaker. But here goes. I'm glad you've all managed to make it here today to celebrate this special occasion. I'd like to start by saying how wonderful the bride and her bridesmaids look.
Yay.
And well done to everybody that helped pull it off within 10 weeks. Ben and I first met about 14 years ago at the beginning of secondary school, where we got put together in the same choose group. My first memory of our friendship was when he stole my shoe and ran off with it. It ended up with me giving him a bit of a girly slap and saying nothing more about it because of his size compared to me. Throughout the rest of our time at school, our friendship continued to grow with a close friend of ours, Jamie, who unfortunately cannot be here today. During our school years, Ben's relationship with Dee was like a police investigation. It seemed to be going nowhere.
Oh!
Get that one in. Until one day, Dee came forward with some crucial evidence and finally confessed her love for Ben.
Denial.
You love it. At this stage, Ben has two loves in his life, Dee and his career. Since working for the police, I hope that Ben's driving has improved from the time we were in Wick's car park. Just coming. Here we go. If my memory serves me right, I was on Ben's moped and he was on our mate's. When I whizzed up behind him and gave him a toot with the horn. He panicked, he got a wobble on, and rode straight into a tree in the middle of an empty car park.
Hey!
He ripped all the fairings off, and it was barely rideable. He was pretty gutted, but to me, all I could do was cry with laughter. Ben had got permission from Warren prior to a family trip to Centre Parks, which was Ben's chosen opportunity to pop the all-important question. Everyone was aware that at some point over the weekend, Ben would drop the question. Upon arrival, he unpacked all his gubbins, but to his horror, never came across the ring. He is now in a predicament. Which has left him feeling like a wally and having to part with a bit more cash on another plush weekend away. At this point, Dee was completely unaware of the hash-up her boyfriend was making of the whole situation. Until he finally got it together with ring in hand down at Foy. I took great pleasure in making Ben look a total idiot on his stag do. I will now bring around a few photos to put on each table to show you how much of an idiot he looked.
Hey Ben, how you feeling, mate? Or should we say, Serena? Mankini's on YouTube. Oh yeah, baby.
Very mankini. Oh, there it is.
We have a close up there. Oh, we've seen this one before, haven't we, Ben? Genius.
Have we seen?
I know that pub. We went there.
Oh, we were like, how do you know that? Excuse me. Oh, babe.
Thanks, Bose.
Alright mate, not a problem.
He looks good, doesn't he?
That's Chris. Right, you've had enough.
That was at the start of the evening, Mugs.
Notice the skirt he's got on, looks pretty fetching. Right, here we go. Good to go? Good to go? We went to Exeter and played a bit of bubble football. To be fair, I think Ben wiped the floor with everyone. He managed to not only smash me, but Warren also got smashed by the human wrecking ball. The theme for the evening was tennis players versus golfers. We played a few drinking games where Team Golf wiped the floor with Team Tennis.
Go on! Yeah, yeah, bowling!
I think we finally did. One of the highlights of the evening ended up with everyone dancing in the street with a tramp, singing Wonderwall,
Did we do that? I can't remember that. Uh-oh.
I guess it's time to get serious. I'm pretty lucky to be able to call these two not just my friends, but my best friends. I remember the day Ben rang me to tell me the news. He sounded all serious, and the first thought came to my mind was that Dee was pregnant.
And everybody else's, to be fair.
Likewise, yeah.
Ben soon put me straight and said, "No, you idiot, we're getting married." He then informed me that he wanted me to be best man. I was bursting with pride and jumped at the chance. Dee has brought a lot of happiness to Ben's life, which I'd like to thank her for. I know I wind you up sometimes, Dee, but you always take it in good humour. He's very lucky to have an amazing girl like you. I have no doubt in my mind that you will spend many a happy year together. I value mine and Ben's friendship very highly. I know if I ever had a problem, he'd always be there for me, no matter what. He is a true friend and a perfect example of a man. Bit cheesy. I think I'll leave it there. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, he's got
let's
one.
raise our
Fair play.
glasses to Mr. and Mrs. Sowden.
Mr. and Mrs. Sowden, congratulations.
Right, well, I'm not quite finished there.
Oh.
Somebody else isn't. Might take me a few minutes to set up. 2 seconds.
Right.
Got some interval music.
The Miserable.
An evening of culture there, Tim, isn't it?
I don't think so. It would be.
Oh, maybe not.
Mixed culture.
Yeah. Whilst we're waiting, can I have an interview with a happy couple? So, how are we doing, happy couple? It's like, this might not actually come out, but you know, because it's quite dark. But you know, it's like for the bomb.
Is it gonna flash?
No, there's no flash.
Film, is it?
It's filming. You just got to say.
I'm joking. Hello,
Say touch
my
me.
name's Benjamin. This is Dee. Nice to
always
meet
been
you. Cheers and on. See you tomorrow, everyone.
It's nothing doing with me, mate. Nothing doing with me. Oh, it's my wife. Oh, Solve. Bye. What's happening there?
Here we go, Ben.
Here's your mate.
All the way from Australia down under. So sorry I couldn't be there. I thought I'd leave you a quick message to say a few of our memories that we've had together, and just to say congratulations to the pair of you. So a little bit about me and Ben. We've been very close friends from when we met in secondary school. Played rugby together from year 7, who Ben was the person that introduced me. And we've known each other for a very, very long time. So, Dee, I know what you're going through, but well done for sticking in there, and may you have a long and happy relationship together. So, Chris has mentioned about Ben's loves in his life, obviously Dee being one of them, and his career being the other. I feel that he's got another love in his life, and that is rugby. We've played together for a number of years from junior level up to Colts, and we won a few trophies in the way, and it was a great experience playing alongside Ben, who was nicknamed the Pocket Rocket. Give him the ball and he's off. No one could stop him, and that was our tactic pretty much every week. Back then, I think about you inside, we wouldn't have done so well. So good on you, mate. He made a career move from centre to hooker, And with me being at second row, I think I've grabbed his man pieces a few times. So, Mrs. Souden, you are a very lucky girl. You've also represented Cornwall from Colts level and played for Devon and Cornwall Police. But I think he would agree with the highlight of his career being with the club that he is at now, and that's St Agnes. Great place, and good on you for playing for them. I wish if I was back, and I will be shortly, hopefully, we can play together again. So, keeping on the topic of Ben playing hooker, he's also been part of a hooker team when we were at school. We all dressed up as Playboy bunnies. So I didn't think you didn't think you'd be hearing this at your wedding, did you, mate? So unfortunately, I couldn't get a photo, but there are photos around, and you should all ask Ben about those times that we dressed up. It was ridiculously funny night. One of the things that we did religiously together at school, that includes me, Ben and Chris, we all used to get dressed up in our glad rags and go to Twilight. It was like a little religion. On a Friday night, we'd get ready at Ben's in a luggin, thanks to Margaret and Terry for that, and there would be a huge amount of Lynx Africa, everyone was playing the same, and about 6 cans of lager between the 3 of us. So you can only imagine what it was like when we actually went there. It was got some good memories from that, hey boys. One night I'd like to talk about was when we snuck out at when we stayed over at Ben's, and we thought it would be a good idea to rearrange 50 garden gnomes on one person's doorstep. They're all facing towards him, all different faces and expressions, and I would just love to see his face when he opened the door that next morning. So I've apologised for not being there, guys. I'm really sorry again, and Sarah is also. Never thought that it would come to the not being at your wedding. So I had to leave you a little short message, and one of the funniest and most embarrassing nights that I can remember together, and I think you're going to know what I'm going to say next, is when we went to Kirsty's birthday at the Penventon, Redriff Rugby Club. We came back and we decided after a few too many drinks it would be a good idea to go for a swim in the pool. And I don't think the pool had been cleaned for a few months, as it was in the winter, and we decided to jump in. It was a few inches of algae on the top, but that didn't deter us. The beer was flowing, we went for it, and then got out of the pool, and it was stinking. So we thought it would be a good idea just to take all of our clothes off and get naked. Which then led to us falling out of the pool. Both of us were covered in mud, head to foot, and I thought it would be a good idea to jump into the sink and wash my bum. I was so drunk, I couldn't get out. Ben came running in from the garden and was laughing his head off, but he was laughing so much, he slipped on the lino floor himself and couldn't get up himself. It was like a tortoise being stuck on its shell, just flapping his arms and legs around, couldn't breathe. Just when you didn't think it could get any more embarrassing or funny, Margaret and Terry both walked into the kitchen to us lying and sitting in the sink. I don't think I'll ever forget that, and it's always been one of the funniest memories that we've unfortunately we've got together. So I have however got one apology to make, and this regards Margaret and Terry. A few years ago we were probably 16 or 17, and we were having a drink over at your place, and I remember that a sink got smashed, and Chris was the one that was very drunk, and he didn't remember it, so he apologised. I'm sorry, Chris, it wasn't you. No one knows this. I've only told you now, and I haven't never told anyone before, so I'd like to apologise for that also. I was waiting for the right time to. So, with me, raise a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Souden. Congratulations, and I look forward to seeing you when I get back. Cheers, guys.
Cheers!
Sorry, babes.
Oh, and happy Halloween. Cheers.
Oh wow.
And that is the end of that. Toss up. Anyway, let's all have a good evening. And that's about it, really.
Hey, come on. Come on. Nice done, Chris.